once we're in the IEP meeting, the actual IEP, individualized education plan, is created, and this is going to be a pretty long, pretty drawn out thing. When you have the IEP meeting, everyone present should show up prepared to have the meeting with the data that they need, or else it could end up taking a really long time. And what the IEP should include is current information on student achievement. So what is the student's current level of academic achievement? How are they currently performing in the classroom? What's their current behavior like? Then the offer of free and appropriate public education. That's the FAPE. That's kind of a requirement. It was outlined by a Supreme Court decision, 1982. It should have goals for student progress. So it should have goals of where they want the student to develop to, where they want the student to be in a certain amount of time. It might have a timetable. Like I said, it could just be maybe for a student with emotional disturbances that they have less frequent emotional outbursts after a period of 3 months. It could be something like that. It would have recommended accommodations and modifications. So all of us should have come across that in our clinical practice. And I personally have not had a single class period that did not have a student with the IEP that had recommended accommodations and modifications. Just a quick note, the difference between accommodations and modifications is an accommodation helps a student achieve the academic learning goals. A modification could be different academic learning goals, or it could be outside support that helps the student achieve those academic learning goals. For example, allowing a student to type notes on themselves in class on a computer, say a Google Chromebook, for example. That would be an example of an accommodation. A modification would be having an aide in the class who types the notes for the student. Okay. And once a student turns 16, so single subject again with the older kids, 16, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, juniors, seniors, they will also have a transition plan. So that would be how they're going to transition students, out of the IEP, out of education, into the real world. Okay, and then finally, the last thing that's going to be on there is going to be the signatures of everyone in the IEP team. So that would be the teacher, special education teacher, your district representative, and the parent. You can also have parental consent, your data analyst. Everybody has to sign off on the thing, review it, and sign off on it.